Today I'm going to show you a coin which I found probably about 15, 16 years ago. Well, I think it's a coin, but it's a bit of an enigma, really. It's a precious metal object. Looks like silver, but I believe it has a very, very small amount of gold in there because even under this light in here, it seems to have a very dull, very, very pale yellow look about it, which admittedly it could be gilding, but when you look at the thing more close up, you can see what I mean. But it's a uniface coin. I say coin in brackets, but it's a bit like an Iron Age coin in some respects. It's got a very pockmarked look on the back of the coin, or ingot. Some people call it an ingot, but what strikes this different from an ingot is the fact that it's got a small Anglo-Saxon looking portrait on there, just where my thumb is pointing there. What I'll do, let me just put it on a black mat, and I shall just increase the magnification somewhat. I think you can actually see there that it's either gilded or there is a very pale gold look about this object. But let's have a zoom in. We'll have a look. Just bear with me. There we go. That shows it a little bit more in detail. It's like it's a very unusual metal because it does look like it could have a very pale gold look about it. But if I can just show you, very difficult under magnification, but I'm going to use that head of the screwdriver. You can just make out his nose and eye, and what looks like some letters around here. Very, very strange, because it obviously looks like a Saxon. Looks like one of them early medieval coins. Shows. I'll just go and mess about with the light for a moment. Let's see if I can just show you that the paleness of the metal itself. It appears to be some corrosion there, so it could have like a very pale gold in brackets, or a debased silver. It's very least it's a precious metal coin, and let's say the light there just about shows it. He's got like kind of a bit of a peak on his nose there, and his nose kind of like blends into a mouth, and he's got a very bug-eyed looking eye. The profile is a side view of a helmeted bust, I believe, because you can just make out a bit of a helmet ridge there, but whether they're actually letters or not round the back or just hair is open to interpretation. But let's see if we can I'll just back up on the magnification. It's a little bit more stable. As I say, the lens on this isn't 100%. If you look at the back of the object, you can see, or I think you can see, depending on where the light is, looks like there's a very mixed alloy composition there, because you can see a little bit of copper, silver, and I'm pretty sure there's like a bit of a gold, a very pale gold look about it. But this is a very needs analysis really. But the people I showed it to have either said it could be of an Iron Age date or early medieval, and you can see, there is something in the bubbles when it was cast originally. It just looks. You can catch the light there. Look. When I just hold him, you can see, and in that sort of light, there is a bit of a pale gold look to it, and you can see the nose and the eye quite clearly there. Very much dependent on how the light is hitting it, but very, very strange object. I think in time it'll turn out to be a Saxon coin of some description, but probably struck or cast or both. I don't know, about the 7th century, round about 7th century. It may have been made in the Dark Ages out of probably melted down coinage or artifacts of some description, but it is very peculiar, very strange. I'm open to any opinions, really. Again, it's like you show it to the museums, they say it's Iron Age, they say it's Saxon or medieval, but it is interesting. I believe it's an early coin, and it weighs about 55 grains, and it's quite weighty for its size. So there does seem that there's a very weak gold composition there, and you know, and the cold light of day, it you know, it's obviously some sort of a precious metal coin. So you know, I just thought I'd show you it, and one day you'll find out what it is. Thank you very much.